From here on U.S. soil to the mountains of Nepal, soldiers around the globe are stepping up and taking action on important missions that come their way. A state of emergency has been declared in Baltimore, Maryland, and more than 2,000 citizen soldiers and airmen have been activated to assist Maryland law enforcement.
We are going to be out in massive force, and that just basically means that we are going to be patrolling the streets and out to ensure that we're protecting property. We are in a supporting mode. We are in support of the police department, and we will be taking our direction from the police department as in where we're going to go out and support.
26 Green Berets were in Nepal for high-altitude training when the magnitude 7.8 earthquake struck. All Green Berets have been accounted for and are staying in the country to provide logistical support, medical care, and participate in search and rescue efforts to find trapped mountain trekkers. Over 4,000 people have been killed so far and many more left without food or shelter. The U.S. is also sending a disaster response team. The Best Sapper Competition just wrapped up at Fort Leonard Wood, and Sergeant First Class Brian Rhodes was there in the middle of the action. Tell us about your time in the foxhole, Sergeant.
Well, Sergeant Santana, after day one of this 3-day mental and physical beatdown, competition, I was exhausted as a spectator. And by day 2 and 3, I had a whole new respect for these warriors they call Army Sappers.
Bad guy right in front, dead in front.
Push yourself to the end.
2, you lead by example. 3, you have fun.
All the way to pull up hard.
So we joined the Army to do.
After all was said and done, and done some more, it was first-time competitors First Lieutenant Daniel Foki and Sergeant Brandon Loader who took the 2015 Best Sapper Trophy home to the 127th Engineer Battalion at Fort Bragg.
Thanks, Sergeant Rhodes. 8 women made it through the Ranger Assessment phase of Ranger School. On average, about 75% of students who make it through RAP Week go on to graduate. While this statistic bodes well for most of these women earning their Ranger tab, they still have to make it through the rest of the initial phase before they can move on to the mountain and swamp training phases. On May 8th, all candidates will find out if they move on to mountain phase or get recycled. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Follow us on YouTube for all of the updates throughout the training. And I'll see you next week on iSoldier.